Juicing is not overrated, and it is actually easy to do. But the intentions behind the juicing is where, the downfall happens. So when you do the juicing or you're trying to cleanse yourself, or juice feasting, um, the intention behind it should be to do better after you're done. That's where a lot of people have issues. So around this time last year, I was juicing. I had already planned to do a juice feast. My initial plan was just to do 10 days. But I got motivated and inspired by a lot of videos that I was watching of people who were juicing. And I speak about this stuff in detail back in my videos. I will have them pop up at the end of this so that you can see them. My journey, I was posting incrementally, but like 10 days at a time about my journey. So after day 10, I kept going further. So I didn't stop at 20. I ain't stop at 30. I ain't stop at 40. I ain't stop at 50. I stopped at 60 days. I went in again with the intention to just do 10. So around this time last year, I was already, what is today? The 2nd. I was on day 2. Make it do what it do. And I plan to do another juice cleanse this month with the same group of people, from the 6th to the 16th. And it's right on time. A lot of people have their personal perspectives on juicing, and again, it's okay because I get it, because a lot of people do things for quick fixes. I do them with the intention of continuously getting better. So I call it trauma food, the trauma bond food, trauma bond. After a cleanse, they still pop up. I actually feel that you are very vulnerable in your space of juice feasting, because now you're not eating these things that suppress your emotion, which is why a lot of people be going in panic mode when they do a water fast or juice, because it's like, oh my god. But that's the parasites talking, by the way, let me tell you. So I plan to do 10 days and only 10 days. I don't know. Because this is what it was last year. I was going to do 10, and I was set on 10. So the 60 was not planned. It was just, all right, bet. I'm going to shoot my shot, because I am worthy. That is my focus word for the year. Worthy, self-worthiness. And then also, I had a different type of juicer last year too. So I had some type of NutriBullet juicer, right? And then the Nama juicer is still popping right now. A lot of people don't know about it, which is okay, because this world is freaking big and small at the same time. I know it's a lot. But the people who I was following, it was all talking about Nama. Mama say, mama, mako sa, Nama say. And I was like, what is a Nama? And then I did my research, and then I got myself the Nama C2. A lot of people got the J2, but I was looking for a better blender too. I had the Ninja blender, and that was cool, but ain't nobody messing with the Nama anything. And the warranties is great in regards to the term of time that you have it. So I forget, I feel like it's a double digit. It's a long term, but I don't plan on returning anything. But if I need to, I have the opportunity. They have payment plans for folks who need to purchase something on a budget. So you could buy it, obviously, if your credit good, whatever. You can get the juicer and then do like a payment plan. So the Nama C2, was a great investment for myself because I still use it to this day. Like I said, I'm about to get the juicing again, and I have my family using it, using the blender as well. I've been using it consistently since I've purchased it. How about that? And it's running good. You know, some days I have where I'll do a bulk or batch juicing. So, you know, I spend a couple of hours here doing this. And then my family does the same thing. I use the blender for spices. I do all that other stuff, right? So, anywho, I got that juicer 10, 20 days in or so. And then I was just like, nah, hold up. Time out. Pause. I cannot go to day 30. Because, see, I got to 20, and I was like, oh, I'm going to go to 30. I was like, I can't go to day 30. I just got this juice. I have to, like, I got to see what it's working with. And I want to do it for, like, a little while so I could, like, share with folks who ask me, and they can really hear my enthusiasm behind it and not just sound like no cut and paste, you know, reviewer. Like, I'm reading stuff, and I'm like, oh yeah, that juice is so great, you know, everybody loves it, and I love it too. No, I want to give you the details. So I was excited, and I shot my shot to, right there, I was just like, all right, bet, I'm gonna go to 60. And that was that. So that's been in my head all year long. Like, juicing is a part of my life. And my habits, if you're new to watching me, then you know my girl Yawn likes to pop in sometimes, so she's saying what up. Yeah, some people juice and they just mess up their entire system, meaning like they'll revert back to everything they was doing right before they was juicing. It's like people who get colonics, and not a colonoscopy, a colonic, you know, the thing they stick up your booty, and you know, they pull all the shit out, or at least some of it, like the backup. It's like almost like the Drano commercial. You know, it's not getting everything, but it's starting to move the stuff off the walls, right? So people get these procedures and they do these things, and then they revert back to what they were doing, which is, it shows how addicted people are, right? Because even if you do revert back and you did it a little bit, that shows progress. And I'm really not trying to come off as judgy, but a lot of people do this and then they hurt their system. Like, you really F up your system. And that is not where I'm at with juicing or anything. So I wouldn't recommend it if you are really not ready for like any type of drastic change. Because you don't even have to do it to the extent of multiple days. You can do alternative days, right? Or if you've never, ever took a break from eating, maybe one day out the week, or even half of a day, you can juice or drink water until this time, which is intermittent fasting, which is people drink liquids up until noon, 2 o'clock, because now your body is still in elimination mode, right? Because you go through, your body goes through 3 phases. I'll talk about those 3 phases another time. I actually already talked about them in one of my gazillion, 100-something videos that I have posted. But the whole point is that I want to bring up is, if you plan on juicing, if you plan on, you know, doing what I'm doing, then just make sure you're taking a step forward when you're doing it. So we don't have to be straight A perfect, but I think from my perspective and how I hear and understand, and how I also apply to myself, is if I do something, it's with the intention to change and to be better. So don't do it for no quick fix, because that ain't the type of party I'm on over here. When I juice, I write out intentions prior to. I talk myself up to it as well, because outside of losing or releasing all this weight, you know, being cute for the gram, being cute for YouTube, whatever, I have to deal with myself. I have to deal with myself outside of talking to people or talking to myself. And I know that setting the intentions and also reaching out to somebody, I always talk about accountability in every video, just about every video I post on here. But I like to be the change I seek. I have intentions set. I have a menu set. I don't be going all crazy. And even with my experience with juicing, you know, I can have 2 things in a drink and I'll be fine. I can have a mono drink, but I barely do mono because I love ginger in all of my drinks. So yeah, I keep it simple. I set intentions and I'm being realistic because some people be, you know, this triple digit number and they want to drop down 100 pounds. They want to drop down 50. Meanwhile, they ain't work out in forever. They ain't never juiced before. They never really like took care of themselves. So to think that you have to do something so drastic, which is why a lot of people get full of fear when they like, oh girl, you juice, you didn't eat, you didn't do that. Like, it's not something that's out of this world. And if you're thinking that, then how low or how much do you belittle yourself? Like, how much do you believe in yourself? How much do you think you're worthy of investing in yourself? You know, sometimes I wonder not. I ain't letting y'all go. You won't understand that if you are of a younger age. Anywho, let me stay focused. My intention is to juice for 10 days. If you never juiced before, try it. Try it for 1 day. Try it for 1 day at a time. Set an intention. Why? Write down why. Write down your reasons why. And start with where you are. Because again, like I said, I initially had a different type of juicer. I didn't make no excuse. I was already like 10 toes down for this challenge. And there was not me coming up saying, oh no, I'm gonna wait till I get the NAMA and then I'm gonna join. Because some people did that. Nah. Spirit was like, nah, you need to do this. Get in there. Go in there and do what you gotta do until you get the juicer that you want to get. But you get in there and get the juicer. Thank you. So, you know, there was other people who didn't have the means to get a juicer, but they went and got fresh juice. You know, they got batch juices from people and companies and ordered juices so that they can have, they wasn't juicing, but the people were sending them juices. So they meant business. So if you mean business, I recommend you try it. If you just doing this to fit in a dress and then go back to your lifestyle after, this ain't your type of hype. You gonna F around and hurt yourself. But again, I want to make a point of it does not have to be perfect. Meaning, if you still encounter with foods and whatever lifestyle you know, get into after juicing, that's cool. But I feel like you got to be more mindful of what you're doing. So like, do it less. Like, because I know straight out the gate, letting go addiction and the trauma bonds again with foods, the chemicals is what's holding us down and holding us back. Because, and the parasites, y'all, parasites are, I feel like it's another thing that people think are astronomical, like out of this world, and you just only see it in science labs and in the water and stuff, and maybe in fish, but you walking around with them. We all have them. Even the cleanest, most herbalist person you can think of. Because guess what? You've been doing some dirty work for years. If you are like 50 years old and you was eating crazy for 40 years, oh, better believe you got the parasites. They in all the systems. They in the nervous system, the digestive system, the immune system. They in there. But if you on it, then of course you know how to um, diminish them being in control. Like when you feel like you gotta have that coffee, that caffeine, or you gotta have that chip, or you gotta have that salt, or you have that sugar, or whatever, something of this, like this desire that where you feel like if you don't have it, you're gonna hurt somebody. That is not you talking. That is the parasite. That is the addiction talking. And this is even with cigarettes. This is with alcohol. This is with anything that you can consume that is negating you away from being your best. Where was I going with that? Bring it back, bring it back, bring it back. I know exactly where I was going. If you do try the juicing, don't be discouraged. Share your journey. Share your journey. Share it. Share your journey. Because some people may be going through something similar. So again, if you are that individual who finds yourself to be addicted to a lot of stuff, I've had plenty of conversations with people, clients, cousins, family members who tell on themselves without me even having to pull it. Because I say, what's the problem? What's going on? Mo, can you help me? Yeah, I did X, Y, and Z, and I know I shouldn't. They go red flag 1, and they keep talking. I'm like, okay. And then I was stressed out from X, Y, and Z, so I went ahead, red flag 2. Okay, keep talking. And then so I went out to celebrate, just to forget about it, and I did this and this, red flag 3. Okay, so now you just had therapy with yourself, but I guess you needed me to be there. You needed a compassionate reflection. But at the same time, these conversations, people are beating themselves up. Do not beat yourself up. Because the journey of 1,000 miles begins with one step at a time. So do not compare. I damn sure don't compare. Like, I'll look at people and be like, you know what? I aspire to be like that. I follow a lot of people who are on these platforms who are living and eating the live raw foods. The herbalists who are into taking care of themselves on internally. And I don't like that they call nature alternative. But reverting back to what was natural for us is the space I've been in since I have turned the leaf. I'm not big on clicks. It's just eating better. I don't consume any animal, land or sea. If it got a mom, dad, if it poop or pee. Shout out to Dick Gregory, ancestor, for putting that down. Dr. Laila Africa. There's a lot of information out here. I just want to say that. And we are in a time and space where we can utilize these platforms and figure it out step by step, day by day. Yes, so if you are looking to juice because it is the new year and you want to get it together, or you trying to juice because, summer coming up and I want a annual body. I don't want a seasonal body. I want it to be ready at all times. Ready at all times. And I'm not even just talking about physically. I'm talking about all dimensions. Mentally, I want to be sound and ready. Emotionally, all spectrums. Like I want to be there. I want all of it to be even. Because you're physically, absolutely, yeah. But, you know, there's a lot of people walking around looking like they are in great shape. And they dealing with a lot of shit. All right. I think that's a wrap for me today. So, again, if you are... eyes building up. If you're thinking about juicing, think of the end result with how you're going to move forward. If you answer the question as to yourself and say, what am I going to do after I juice? And it doesn't sound like I'm going to move forward at least one step. Don't do it. Yeah, that's it for now. So my journey will continue, and we're gonna ride out with this 10-day for now. I'm Marisha, your health and wellness coach of MBody Fitness. So thank you for sitting down or standing up or riding the car or whatever you're doing and listening to me and vibing out. I really hope that you do put yourself first and that you do juice and you do set intentions and you do the thing that you were gonna do initially when you said you was gonna start juicing, which is be the change you seek and do better after completing your juicing journey. Peace.